Hello everyone, I am the almighty Zentaco, and today we're going to be looking at a game someone sent me. It is called Indie Game Sim by a company called Lost Decade Games, and you can pick this up on Steam for $7.99 currently. So Indie Game Sim is a simulation game in which you make indie games. It's kind of similar to games like Game Dev Tycoon or Game Tycoon 2 or stuff like that. The major difference though is in those sorts of games where you would kind of make your game by selecting slider bars and just tweaking it like that. In this game you actually make levels for a side-scrolling like platformer game, and that represents the game itself, the complexity of the game and the fun factor of the game. So it's actually a lot of fun in that regard. You have to make these levels, you have to play test them, and depending on how fun they are, that correlates to how well the game will actually do in the game. So I honestly had no idea what to expect when I started playing this game, and I have to say I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. The style is fantastic. The art really, the graphics, I mean, they're okay. It's very pixelated. They do the job. But the overall style is really fantastic. It has really jamming music and a lot of things like wiggle and move, and there's just a lot of nice touches that give you a good sense of feedback. So in that regard, they did a fantastic job. I was very impressed. That almost by itself made the game extremely fun to play, just the good feedback it presented. So for the amount of time that I played this game, it was actually quite a bit of fun. It kept me pretty engaged. I only played for about 2 hours though, so I'm not sure how much gameplay there is, but it seemed like I really wasn't that far. There's a lot of achievements to get and stuff like that, and a lot of upgrades to unlock, and I didn't really get that much. But so it seems like you could probably get maybe at least 10 hours out of this. So the general game loop is you log into your computer in this game, and it has a really cool aesthetic. It looks like Windows 3.1. You got a news tab, you can read news stories and stuff. Anyway, so the main thing is you go to your editor, and that's where you create your game. So you type in a name for your game. You can pick the level size depending on what you've unlocked. You pick a main character, and then you design your level. And there's all these objects that you can put into the game to create the level, like springs and spikes and enemies and stuff. There's lighting and all kinds of cool stuff. And what's in the level essentially determines the quality of your game, and also the price it costs to essentially publish it on this game's version of Steam, which is called Vault. And so what I found actually really cool about it is that you publish a game, and based on how good it is, then you get feedback. People actually write reviews and stuff, like Steam reviews. They're really funny. They're little silly little snippets. But you can actually go on to Steam and buy other games and play them. And if you beat them, it unlocks different stuff. Like, it's essentially like you are playing other people's games and jacking their ideas from their games and putting it into your own. So I thought that was kind of cool because, that's kind of what happens in any game dev. I know I said it before, but yeah, the style and the aesthetic overall is just really good. This game has a really cool feel to it. There's this sort of story going on. I'm not really sure what is happening. There's like this imp or a demon or something that's like following you around, and he keeps harassing you and talking to you. He's also the one that kind of furthers the story, and he gives you unlocks. He'll give you new characters and stuff. It was a really interesting like framing device that they used for the 2 hours that I played. So I figured, considering that most of my viewers are probably indie game devs themselves, or at least aspiring indie game devs, I thought this might be a game that's right up your alley, so I figured I'd suggest it. For $8 on Steam, I don't think you can beat it. Or, maybe you just wait till it goes on sale, or till you see it in a humble bundle. But I definitely think it's something worth checking out. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a fantastic, wonderful day. Have a Merry Christmas. Kiss your grandma on the lips. Tell her Zentaco says hello. Bye-bye.
Run, coward. Run, run, run. Beware, I live.